So to understand the digital process in architecture, we created this chart that shows the process, the talent, and the ratio or the yield of how many projects we can develop per year. So at the beginning, we had this traditional way of drawing, no, by hand. And please see the talent, how it's distributed. We have a designer and a draftman, no? So designer is a little bit in a more preponderant way, and the ratio is very low. No, we have one project per year, and this responds to technology itself, but also in a way, this slow design part allowed people to create really meaningful designs and not very quick designs. So in this image, you can see how collaboration was at that time, no? And it's super rich, right? Everyone in a big table drawing and collaborating, no? And then the computer-assisted design comes and it creates a paradigm, no? The transition is not from 0 to 100. The transition is people they were designing by hand, no? And other kind of talent, they were translating those design into digital or into a CAD, no? So as you can see, a new talent arrives, all the CAD draftmans appears, no? And please see how the designers they start losing positions in terms of talent, no? This is also or also responds because of this yield, no? We start or we change from 1 to 3 years, 3 projects per year, and until 10 projects per year, no? And then CAD is by itself, no? It doesn't need any more some hand input, no? So we can see how this CAD manager starts appearing, no? Who is in charge of managing all the standards and all the procedures for documentation, no? And as you can see at the bottom part, we have a yield of 20 projects per year, but also we have an important factor that is in Spanish, but basically it says that is the to process bullshit at the speed of light, no? So technology can bring us good things, but also it can bring us bad things, no? So what I'm trying to say is technology by itself is not a guarantee that the projects and the design will come in a good way. This is AutoCAD, the big paradigm itself, with all the building blocks, no, that are sometimes very complex to manage, no. But then BIM arrives. Building information modeling is also another paradigm, and in the same way as CAD and a traditional way of designing, BIM didn't arrive and in a quick way moved CAD, no? BIM arrived, and what happened is they start by delivering CAD projects, and then people start modeling these projects, no? So we see also in the talent part that the modelers appear and the BIM managers appear, no? And if you can see also this this factor of yield and capacity of making bad projects, it's also incrementing, no? And this image, it's by itself, no? It's done in BIM, no? But it's not a very well thought coordination process, no? We see all the MEP systems in there, no? And at the end, we have BDC that basically is BIM in a very holistic implementation way, in which we have a new talent that is the BIM coordinator, no? Who is in charge of managing all the models in terms of standards, in terms of seeing that the objective of the model is done, no? And as you can see, also this PPVL factor also increments, no? And with this BDC methodology, we did this NVIDIA offices that are an amazing office building, which also includes all the laboratories and research and development for NVIDIA. And at the end, we are at this part that we understand, hey, what is going to be next? Is it going to be artificial intelligence? Is it going to be data-driven design? Is it going to be generative design? We don't know. But what I'm trying to seek is that we come back to the basis. When the designer was the talented, and all the talent was in charge of designing, not documenting. And at the end, there is a specific part that is the digital integrator that understands technology and implements technology between all the stakeholders.